So this is the book that I've been reading of late. We are going to talk about today in our session of Between the Lines, The Elephant at the Dinner Table by Amit Nagpal. This book is unputdownable, but yeah, now let's get to understanding a little bit more about this book and what the author has to say in The Elephant at the Dinner Table. Hi everyone. So today we are discussing this new book that has come out from Amit Nagpal, The Elephant at the Dinner Table. I had the privilege of getting one of the early copies from Amit for our session Between the Lines, and this is the book that we have chosen for our theme for the month, which is Leadership by Design. Now, there's a lot of talk which happens on leadership and the various aspects, the manifestations of leadership, and what exactly goes into becoming a successful leader. And while many books have been written about that, a lot of reams of paper have been wasted on this topic to a great extent, it's quite remarkable that finally we have something which is not prescriptive at all. So you go through 200 odd pages without the author telling you even once that this is the secret sauce of becoming a leader who leaves a mark on the organization or leaves a legacy behind. All that he does through these 30 odd stories that have been so carefully and meticulously chosen is that he sparks that curiosity that wait, if this could have happened in Amit's career, chances are that can I correlate this with something that I am either going through right now in my own professional journey or something that I might have observed, because all of us look up to others for inspiration, for answers at times, and this book fortunately does not question your own intelligence. I would not be saying it it wouldn't be much of a lie if I say that a lot of books do try to dumb it down and try to give you like a very set formula that okay, these are the characteristics or these are the traits that you need to imbibe. In this book, it's totally devoid of that jargon, and I think all of us probably, especially given in our culture, we really love storytelling. We enjoy the whole art of narrating stories, and more importantly, none of us can get enough of hearing or listening or reading stories that kind of make you think about, okay, so that's the story, but I think there is something deeper than that. I think I can probably find a little more meaning, because this book is about Amit's journey from a management trainee to becoming one of the leaders at Infosys, and after that branching out on his own, where again he's had a remarkable career. So it covers different aspects. It's not just about somebody who's talking about leadership only from that corner office perspective. So we actually get to read some really, I would say first and foremost, hilarious stories. So if you ever want to know a bit more about how a business leader can summon an elephant to materialize for catering to his big bosses who have come down from foreign shores, and manages to get an elephant to parade on the streets of Gurgaon, then without letting out any of the spicy details, I would urge you to first and foremost pick up a copy of the book, because the title itself is so intriguing. The title itself will make you at least sit up and take notice, which I think for me at least that's one of the things to learn, that a good leader also needs to inspire just by planting a little seed of curiosity sometimes. Maybe the title is also sometimes good enough. You do tend to judge a book by the cover, contrary to what the naysayers might profess. So this is one of those few books where at least I have got a rare behind the scenes glimpse into what really goes on in terms of building these large mega corporations that have really sort of over the last couple of decades shaped the future of our Indian economy to a considerable extent. And Amit himself has been, I would like to give him a little bit of credit for that also. He's been instrumental. But more than that, He's worked with the people who have literally created this industry from scratch. Where there was nothing, there was a Raman Roy, who Amit has had I would say, the extreme privilege of working under his guidance, and that clearly shows because the gentleman has been kind enough to write the foreword over here for the book. So, for somebody who holds these icons in great high regard, that itself is a compelling reason to pick up a copy of the book. And then once you're into it, it's a fun read. You get to hear stories about how Amit, of all people, decides to go on a strike and protest in front of his company premises. You also get a very different take. I mean, you've heard of IQ, EQ and all these other things. It's pretty much done to death now. But you're going to hear about a new quotient. You're going to read about a new quotient, which probably for leaders is something that they really need to sit and take cognizance of. So it's a light read. And again, I do not say that in terms of it being a frivolous or a trivial read. Far from that. The book is engrossing. Clearly, a lot of research has gone into it. I mean, it's remarkable, first and foremost, why an author who's writing on the Indian BPO industry, his experiences, would choose somebody from South Africa to work as his lead researcher for this. But the reason that he gives in terms of eliminating any biases that might creep into the research itself shows you that yes, the person really means it when he talks about doing a well-researched book which combines academia and practical professional experiences. So to marry the two of them, having interviewed, I think there's something like more than 300 people that Amit has interviewed during the course of this entire journey of authoring the book. So all of that really shows, because again, all those inputs have come into the book. It's there, it's evident, and at the end of the day, after all that's been said and done, it's a fun book for a weekend. It's one of those books which again, you're going to pick up, you're going to want to read a little bit, put it down. It's not a book which I would at least recommend you reading cover to cover in one go, because that's not the purpose. You pick it up from anywhere. I did that because I really wanted to see whether it works or not. I often do that when there are books that claim to be in that storytelling genre. And then for me personally, the best thing was that the book comes with this endless resource library. There's a learning wall which Amit gives us access to, where we can keep ourselves equipped, updated with all of the, like the most recent research on the topics that he covers in the book. And there's always a fun element. There are some brilliant doodles in the book. The only thing, if I can complain and nitpick about, and I hope Amit will take cognizance of that in the reprints that are bound to come, the doodles need to be larger, because these doodles are fantastic. In fact, I look forward to a time when maybe Amit can actually write a book which is not more than 20-30 pages long, but only in the form of doodles. So that's the next elephant in the room for Amit to address. In the meantime, wish you all a happy reading and look forward to more books from Amit Nagpal. Thank you so much.